What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm NONPFIXION. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as notification bell to stay up to date on all content going down on this channel. Appreciate you, love you. Now to the video.
Nah, this ain't nonsense, this is non-fiction. So excuse if the content is offensive, it's official. Now that we have been acquainted, this is my pleasure, my pain, your entertainment.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is NONPFIXION, and we have a reaction for a series that's actually starting today. I remember hearing about this a couple weeks back, maybe a couple months back, and they had like a little snippet for the trailer. This was during the time where my laptop was down, so I didn't react to a lot of things because I didn't want to just watch stuff. I like to watch and react and talk to you guys and discuss things. It has become part of my routine. So this was during that time period, and it's for Velma. It's going to be the series coming to HBO Max. And just to give you a quick rundown, a synopsis about what it says, Velma is an adult animated comedy series telling the original origin story of Velma Dinkley, the unsung and the underappreciated brains of the Scooby-Doo Mystery Inc. gang. This original and humorous spin unmasks the complex and colorful past of one of America's most beloved mystery solvers. And who doesn't like Velma? Velma is the most favorite character of all of them. But probably even more than Scooby. I'll be honest with you. There's more Velma costumes on Halloween for some reasons more than the others. But there's more Velma costumes on Halloween than there are Scooby-Doo or Shaggy or anyone else. Daphne, yeah, it doesn't matter. Or Fred, doesn't matter. Scrappy, doesn't matter. Anyways, like I said, it's coming to HBO Max. And today, I'm not sure if it releases today right now or it releases in the middle of the night like it does for Disney Plus. I don't know, but we're going to get into it. We're going to watch the trailer and we'll get it up today so you guys can check it out. All right. Once again, Velma, this is the official trailer coming to HBO. It's the original version series where it's her origin. So we don't know this. So it's all original as far as we know. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it.
This is my story told my way. Jeez. My name is Velma Dinkley, and I've decided to finally share the bone-chilling events that led me to assemble the greatest team of spooky mystery solvers ever. This is my story told.
Notice some color changes as well.
She has no brain. Oh, I'm not dissing her. She has no brain.
I'm assuming the head's not there, or the top of the head is not there.
I can't convince people I didn't kill Brenda. I'm going to be arrested.
I know, but I also know how to find out who did kill Brenda. I think it has something to do with drugs, which I hate.
Hey, Fred.
Do I know you?
It's Velma from school.
I have a disease where I can't recognize people who aren't hot.
Is it called rudeness?
I have an illness.
Hey, Daphne.
That aren't hot.
Why would I do that? We're not friends anymore. We're nemesises.
Nemesis.
That's why.
Attention! For all you wondering why the police have not yet caught the serial killer, it's because it's a ghost.
It's because it's a ghost.
Maybe it's one of those doors where you push in a brick and it opens.
Fred, wait!
I guess not. I'm sorry. Why was she twerking and broke the glass? Like, what? Was she really backing the thing up and broke the glass in the mirror?
You might have more success with this if you went in just a little less judgy.
Okay.
There's so many little bitty things in this trailer
Effortless charm.
We do make a
that it says F you in the background.
In this day and age, you can't speculate about someone's sexuality unless they're famous or Peppermint Patty.
Constance Wu, okay.
The rules feel a bit muddy.
Muddy? Oh, sorry I'm not a drunk on the verge of losing custody like every other woman solving murders these days. All our classmates are idiots, so let's assume they're high.
You know what 420 is, right?
Yeah, it's code for adults who still watch cartoons.
That's me. It's an interesting trailer. Like, of course, the first thing you notice is that Velma and Shaggy are black. Like, that's something new, something different. Wasn't expecting that. Like, that's not something that we expect, because in the original, we all assume that they're all Caucasian. We all assume that. It's never been nothing. I won't say nothing has ever come up to show that they were different, because I have not seen every single episode of Scooby Doo, even though I probably have tried to watch every single episode of Scooby Doo, but I haven't. I mean, the idea to give her an origin story is something that I think a lot of people would enjoy, because, like I said, she is probably one of the most favorite characters in cartoons, especially of that crew. Velma's always been my favorite, you know what I'm saying? But when we go back into it, let's see. Yeah, it's just interesting to see that the color change is interesting. So that it feels like they're putting together where she's the one that pretty much started the crew. It wasn't like by happenstance or anything. It's people, of course, they all knew each other from school. That's something that's always been part of the continuity of the story. As far as the origins, who started it, because they've redone the story several times, it's been put together different ways, where one is like, oh, it just happened by accident, because they all were trying to solve they're all trying to solve a problem, and those problems intertwined, but they became part of a crime, so they try to solve it together. And that's usually kind of how we get the story of the mystery team, like how everything comes together for Mystery Inc. So this one, it feels like they're showing more so that she was the brains behind the creation of the crew, which might not be from the original, cartoon, the original comic book. That might be what the actual story is. I don't necessarily know, but that'd be interesting to find out. Actually, that would be interesting to find out. And then I guess one thing I wish would still be part of the continuity is just the voice. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if he's black. I don't care, but because it still fits, it still could fit. But if there was something similar to the voice from the original characters, I probably would like that. Like, I probably like that a lot more than it just being a regular voice. You know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of part of the idea of who he is. It's part of his identity. It's kind of what makes him stand out. He's just like this very stoned, even though they never said he was, but he's very stoned, like squeaky voice guy. He's scaredy cat, you know what I'm saying, with the dog. And we didn't see a dog either. That's another thing. We didn't see a dog. So maybe he gets him as a puppy towards the end of the first season or whatever. And then, of course, Fred, still the same, where he's about pretty people and money. They just kind of, the way they did it is kind of a little more a-hole style, you know what I'm saying? Because even though his character kind of has always been that way, it's just different levels to it. This time it's probably way past the norm that we're used to. And then, of course, when we get to, Daphne, there's been several iterations that I've seen from them where they were friends and they weren't friends, and they came together for their first crime. That's when the origins of Mystery Inc., which kind of look like they're feeding off of that too in this story, where they were cool and not cool, and now they're going to be cool again. And the other thing that makes it interesting is this. Let me see if I can get to it. So it shows them like reaching up, which could have been a high five, but they end up holding hands, and they make it look. It kind of gives the idea that there's sparks between them, so they kind of give like a romantic theme between the two. Which in this story, I understand it because it's an adult thing, and it's probably some people have talked about it on 4chan or Reddit, where that's like, hey, they should get together. Like they try to do with the Falcon and Bucky. You don't have to put everybody together. Like, it doesn't have to be that way. This isn't. this doesn't have to go that route. But I mean, it's a new story, or origin twist, so it gives a different twist to it. Very interesting one. But for somebody who grew up watching it, I don't personally like that, because like, you're ruining the story of the team by making it where it's like a relationship, even though they didn't say it. It's implied. I'm not saying they said it. It's implied. Okay, I can understand. I don't think it's necessary. I say it like that. I don't think it's necessary with this story. And then I'm glad they actually put his real name, because Norville is Shaggy's real name. Because it's origin, they're not even calling him Shaggy. So I'm assuming we haven't got to the point that he is pothead, because that never comes out. But we all know that's what it is. That's why he has the munchies all the damn time, and he walks so slow. So I'm assuming, like I said, I'm assuming that by the time this first season ends, he'll either get a dog, his family will get him a dog, or because of what they're going through in one of the mystery solving scenarios, they'll find a puppy, and that puppy will become Scooby-Doo. So, or Scooby-Doo might not even be in his origin story. Who knows? It's Netflix. I mean, it's HBO Max. Who knows? They might change the whole thing, which would kind of suck, to be honest. It would kind of suck. Let's just be honest. It would. Yeah, that's about it. There's nothing else that really sticks out. Well, there's a couple things in the beginning where she's in the hallway of the classroom. It's like the people are walking by and making out. It's like, I understand it's an adult cartoon, but it's like, you don't have to, what's the point of being so overt? It's not funny. It's just okay, it's more shock therapy than funny. And I understand some people do that, especially on some of the Netflix adult cartoons. It's not funny. It's just overt. It's what's the point of that? It's not even serving the purpose of the story. But who knows? That could serve the purpose of the story. They could be part of the villains or the bad guys, and what's part of the criminal case that they're all going to try to solve towards either this episode or towards the entire series. But regardless, I would like to check it out. I think I will check it out. Maybe I'll do a couple of videos where I watch and break down just my reactions to the video or to the episodes. And like I said, the first episode should be out this afternoon or tonight, I'm assuming, or it could have came out earlier today, but it's going to be on HBO Max. I'll put a link in the description for the series itself. But besides that, I hope you enjoyed my reaction. I know I got the little irritated look on my face because my OBS has been tripping, and every time I click buttons, things just don't disappear when I want them to disappear, or they don't pop up when I want them to pop up, and it's frustrating. But appreciate you. I love you guys. Hope you have a wonderful day, night, evening, morning, noon, wherever you are in the world today. My name is NONPFIXION. Appreciate you, love you, and thank you for pressing play. Peace, love. I'm out, y'all. Have a great weekend. Happy Friday.